Well, it's just about 6 a.m. on Friday. Gypie and I have arrived at Cannon Beach. Off to the left is the Pacific Ocean. And I think we're going to go take a walk on the beach at 6 o'clock in the morning during a rain blow. There is a rabbit sitting right there. And Belle is right here. So we're going to see how that works out. Come on, Belle. Rabbit said no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. I love the Pacific Ocean. Gypie and I have already had a walk on the beach. The sea is a little angry. It's misty, very overcast, about 50 degrees. Looking forward to this trip down the coast. So I told you about the rabbit. Well, Belle's in the back. And this rabbit is right freaking here. It came up to the truck. What's going on, buddy? I don't have anything to give you. I don't think. You're just sitting there staring at me. Belle's back there looking at it going, what the hell is this? I am a trained land piranha. I am a killer. I don't think Belle has ever seen a rabbit. There are no rabbits. Oh, well, that's not true. She chased a couple when we were in Montana. A couple of jackrabbits. But they were so gone, she didn't know what to do. All right, buddy. Wish I had something to give you. I don't know if you're not supposed to feed rabbits or not. It's about 6:45. We're waiting for the local, what's it called? I don't know what it's called. On South Hemlock Street, right on the ocean. We're a block away from the Pacific, and it's a cafe. They don't open until 7. Well, it's about 20 after 7, day 25. Beautiful U.S. Route 101 south. Twisties alongside the Pacific Ocean. It's like a rainforest here. It's just wet. Coastal woodlands. Mossy. Damp. Very cool. Okay, about the rabbits this morning, the brown rabbit. That wasn't the same brown rabbit that came. Those brown rabbits were everywhere. This town was lousy with big, fat, brown rabbits. Well, goodbye, Hebo Lake. This is where I caught all those trout. These fish will eat anything. It was cool. There's already people out there fishing. 7 o'clock in the morning. They're gone. Let's get some breakfast. Gypie and I left Hebo Lake, where I was trout master. I caught so many trout, I got tired of catching trout. I even caught a salamander, big old salamander. Snagged him actually. Past few days, well, the day before, the 24 hours before yesterday, it was kind of a bummer. I made that bad decision to head towards the Dalles, thinking I was going to get out of the rain. Now I'm stuck in the Portland area. So we got out of there early that morning, like at 3 or 4 in the morning. Got to Hebo. That was awesome. It rained pretty much all day yesterday, which is fine because the campground was completely empty. I think when I left this morning, I saw 2 other campers in I don't know how many spots they had, but it was a big mountaintop lake location. Very nice. Huge Sitka spruce trees. Ginormous. I had forgotten how awesome rainforest type environments are, especially these ones in temperate climes. I wore the parka for the first time yesterday while I was fishing. That thing's awesome. Wore this wool anorak underneath it. I was perfectly fine. Gypie was soaked. She was fine. We had a good time. That was a good night. So, in the 25 nights we've spent out, only one of them would I want to do over on. Only one. And that's when we were outside of Portland. And even it wasn't that bad. We slept in the parking lot of was it a boat ramp? No, I think it was a state park. It was a big, and it wasn't even a state park. It was, there's a bunch of falls, monument kind of locations in the Columbia Gorge area. We were in one of those parking lots. So it wasn't that bad. But it wasn't glorious. Every other night that we've spent out, every other location has been freaking glorious. Well, we're headed south now on Route 101. We've left Hebo, of course. Got up and left. I find that we're normally up and out of our camp spots, breaking camp, rolling at 7 a.m. That seems to be a thing. So we're headed south on 101. We're going to head towards Newport, Oregon, which is about 34 miles away. And we're gonna twist and turn through small roads. We're gonna bang a eastbound on U.S. route. I don't even think it's U.S. route. Yeah, it is. U.S. Route 20 in Newport, Oregon. We're gonna go out into the forest. We're gonna spend some time out in the Cascade Range. Work our way down into California, over through Nevada, jump over into Utah, spend some time in Utah, and then probably start working our way back. Working our way back to you, babe. No, 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 no. Working our way back east. And looking at the map, there's just no way that I want to go. I mean, I could go through Colorado. And then what? You know what? I am a West Coast guy. I've always been a West Coast guy. Always. This is where I belong. I live in the East. I have a home, a business in the Hampshire. I don't want to say I'm stuck there, but I put down some roots, even though they're not that deep. I could sell it all and come back here. I got that feeling like when Derek and I went to New Zealand, there was a part of me when we were driving to the airport. We were there for a month, living out of a truck. It was awesome. Anyway, there was a time when we were driving to the airport to come home. The trip was basically over, and it was all I could do to not stay. It took everything I had to not give everything up and just stay. I'm a wanderer. I've always been a wanderer. I love this. Well, this is the Willamette National Forest. I'm standing on a cliff here. I'm not going to get too close. Probably 150 foot down there. It's raining, of course. Has been for 3 days. I'm on Route 20, going towards Bend, Oregon. It's snowing here. We're right at the Hoodoo ski area. In between, that is actually in between Mount Jefferson Wilderness and the Willamette National Forest and the Mount Washington Wilderness. Just before we get to the Deschutes National Forest. But there were some cars behind me, so I pulled over. It's 35 degrees. And it's snowing. Kind of cool, actually. This is a Sitka spruce. Come here, Bill. Come stand in front of this thing so we can get some perspective. It is probably 4 feet wide by looking at it. And it's just this mossy conglomeration of green. Probably, if I were to guess, I'm going to say it's 150 feet tall. They're ginormous. Well, Gypie and I are in the Deschutes National Forest. We're just south of Bend, Oregon on US Route 97. Just a woodlot for the forest, the foresters. Really windy. I'd put a drone up. I'm gonna try and put one up tomorrow morning. Hopefully it'll be a little calmer. So I'm standing on top of a pile of lava. You can see that where we're camped in the Deschutes National Forest. This is a timber cut, National Forest Service timber cut. Let me turn around here. Truck's down there. Gypie loves it out here. I'm up here glassing. Like to see if I can spot some elk. Well, Gypie and I, it's 6:57. We're ready to pull out of here, so it is. It's like 7 a.m. every morning without trying. Get up at first light, throw some lard in a pound of hamburger in a pan and fry it up for Gypie. Throw some crunches in there, give it some texture. We're here in the Deschutes National Forest. Too windy, can't throw a drone up. We're gonna continue heading south on US 97. I was gonna bang a eastbound on, what was it? State Route 31. I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go on down to Crater National Park, Crater Lake National Park. While we're here, might as well. All right then. This is the Deschutes National Forest. We stayed in a National Forest Service timber cut. Looked like it had been cut maybe 10 years ago. Quite a bit of evidence around here of a low brush fire. This is all thinned out, so they're doing a good job, or what I think is a good job, of managing it, because it's, you know, the trees are 30 feet apart, 50 feet apart. A lot of trash back here. I got a bag, but there's, I intend to get some vid up here towards the end of this road. There is a ton of squatters living in campers and stuff on federal land. I didn't think it was BLM. I thought it was National Forest Service. But that may be kind of the same thing. I don't know. Here you can see the evidence of all of the trees that have been replanted. You know, they're anywhere from 4 to 8 feet tall. A couple of them are a little taller, but not much. Oh, there's a school bus squatter. Doesn't look like anybody's living there, I can't tell. Yeah, you know, not real sympathetic with squatting on national land. Now, could I make a compromise? Yeah, I could make a compromise. If you dialed your shit in and cleaned your stuff up, yeah. Stow all your crap and pick up your trash, then maybe I think there's a compromise. There's some squatters over there. Most of them are old campers with tarps over the tops of them. That guy we passed that was hiking is behind me. We're going to let him go around us. A lot of trash out here. Oh, over here we have Squatter Central. Squatterville. Well, that's a nice bus right there. He doesn't look like he's squatting. There's an old car back there. Look at all the trash. Good Lord. Look at this. A lot of old cars. Now, a couple of these, I mean, like, there's a camper right there with, it doesn't look that bad. Seems to me you could find a better place to park than this fucking nightmare. The guy up there's got, I don't know what the hell he's got going on. There's a school bus back there. There's a camper way back there. Oh, there's a lot of campers way, way back there. I don't know if they're occupied or not. I've never seen anything like this. You know, you see that place out in California, that tent city or whatever it is. This is very reminiscent of that, except a lot of those people out there seem to be kind of fallen artists kind of folks. You know, they're living. Big a deal. So what? So there's litter all over the place. That's what we're all about here in Bend, Oregon. Whatever. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but I'm in the Deschutes National Forest, and the litter along this 97 route highway it's almost unbelievable. It is as bad as I have seen alongside a highway in a major city. Peaks are under the clouds, so I'm not sure what we're going to expect. I looked at the weather. They're expecting snow at Crater Lake tomorrow, so I'm going to want to get down off of there. Fairly short order, just so I can get down here in the valley before the snow starts. It won't snow down here. US 97 south. We're, I don't know, about 20 miles south of Lapine, Oregon. We are now in the Fremont-Winema National Forest on our way to Crater National Park, which is about 25 miles west of here, the north entrance anyway. There's a good possibility the park is closed, but I'm going to get close enough to throw up a drone. Generally in the area of Crater National Park. A lot of snow up here still. We're in the clouds a little bit. A little misty. The temperature is dropping like a stone. We went from about 45 degrees 5 miles back there. We're now at 39 degrees. We just entered the Umpqua National Forest. Snow. I suspect the north entrance for Crater National Park is going to be closed. Just a guess. Yeah, Crater Lake north entrance is closed. Okay, so the north entrance to Crater National Park is in fact closed. Hasn't even been plowed. Gate up, 3.5 feet of snow on the road. So it's going to cost me a tank of gas, but I'm going to attempt to get to the southern entrance. I want to throw a drone up too. There's a nice mountain shot off to my south. Alright, we just turned on the road towards Fort Klamath, which leads up to the south entrance of Crater National Park. Should be about 33 miles from here. We have entered Crater Lake National Park. Haven't come to the entrance yet, if there is one. You know, park rangers with funny hats, that kind of thing. Haven't seen that yet. We're gaining a lot of elevation here. Quite a bit of snow remaining. Don't know how close we're going to be able to get to Crater Lake. Don't even know if we're going to be able to see it actually, but we're going to give it a try. Well, Gypie and I just had our Arby's. I, of course, she had 3 sandwiches, no bread, of course. I had 1.5 because she ate half of mine, as she always does. I should just get her full up. She had a pound of hamburger for breakfast with some crunchies, with a big spoonful of lard. So she eats about 2 pounds of meat a day, high fat, some crunchies in there, some of her kibble like mix in with her hamburger, and the dog's skinny as a rail. So we're in Klamath Falls. Just had or dinner. We're heading out to Route 140, which will head east, where I'll pick up 395 and jump down into NorCal, which was kind of the original plan anyway. I thought about taking 97 south into Weed, California, right next to Mount Shasta, but I've seen Mount Shasta before, more than once. I'm going this way. Never been. I do believe that mountain over there with the snow on top is where I'm directed to camp tonight on Forest Service Road 3715. We're on State Route 140. Well, so here's the predicament. I'm up this forest road, starting to hit snow. I can't turn around, so I've hooked up the strap, and I'm gonna try and pull a little more this way without it rolling down the hill. That's the plan. All right, day 27. I got her spun around on this hill. I just didn't want to go up through that. I didn't know what was beyond there. So I got her spun around. We're ready to roll. Here's our spot today. We're on a forest road. I forget which national forest. Yeah, it'll be posted on the tile. Seen several muley deers running through here since we've been here. So I do work, get a little work done, get some uploading done. Belle, she's underneath the sleeping bag. She's all, she's all in there. She's in for the night. All right.